welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be covering color correcting. It's kind of like a color correcting 101 video. So if you're interested in seeing how to cover up any kind of problematic areas around the face, then just keep watching. So a great way to get started in learning about color correcting is to refer yourself over to the color wheel. The color wheel is going to give you everything that you need to know because it just plainly puts it. This color covers this color because it is right across the wheel. And this color covers this color because it is right across this side of the wheel. That is basically how it works. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get started with our first color. The first one is going to be orange. Orange, as you can see in the color wheel, is right across from purple. It's also right across from blues, which is what us people with dark circles and dark spots typically suffer from. So the orange is going to be great in order to cover those problematic areas up. I use it all the time underneath my eyes to cover up my dark circles, and it does a great, phenomenal job. I also have been using it around the outer portions of my mouth because it definitely needs a little bit of covering up. I'm getting a little bit older, and so I am getting a little bit of darkness around the outer portions of my mouth. This works great, and then you top it off with foundation and it's like nothing's even there. The red, as you can see, is right next to the orange, and it covers pretty much the same type of problematic areas as the orange one does, but since it is red, it is going to be a little bit more pigmented, and it's going to offer a little bit more of an intense coverage for those problematic areas. So lately what I've been doing is I use this on the inner half of the under eye area because this portion here, it is really dark for me, and that is the darkest spot on my entire under eye area. So I'll use the red there, and then I'll use the orange anywhere else, and I'm good to go. If you have fair to light medium skin tones, I would recommend something a little bit lighter than the orange ones, something a little bit along the pinky, salmon, peachy colors, since that is going to work best on those skin tones and still deliver the same results as the orange ones. I do have this one as an example, which is the Naked Skin Color Correcting in Peach, and this is from Urban Decay. And I also have the Brightening Corrector from Becca, and I also have this little NYX palette that has the salmon color on it. So as you can see, the NYX one, this one is the salmon one right here. And that is going to work just as well as the orange one, but it's going to work best on someone with more fair skin or someone who doesn't have as dramatic dark circles as I do. Same with this one, and the same with this Urban Decay one. These are going to combat fatigue. They're going to combat any kind of dark circles, any kind of dark discoloration anywhere on the face. They're going to help brighten, and they're great for people that don't necessarily want a whole lot or need a whole lot of color correcting. So the next one that I'm going to be talking about is the green. As you can see, the green is directly across from the red, so it's going to help combat any kind of redness, like blemishes. I had a blemish right here. I tend to have a lot of redness around the outer portion of my nose, and that is where I will, if I choose to color correct that day, that is where I will put the green, is on any kind of blemishes that I have going on that day, and definitely around the outer portion of my nose to cover all of that stuff up. The next one is a lavender color. Now the lavender color is kind of one that, in my opinion, is not necessarily needed a whole lot. Well, at least I don't need it a whole lot, but it's used, as you can see, it's across from the yellow on the color wheel. So it is used to combat any kind of yellowing or any kind of dullness on the skin. This is going to definitely help brighten that area. If I had to choose an area on my face that I want to brighten and take out a dullness, it would be like this area around the face. Sometimes I do get a little bit darker on that particular spot. And that is where I have this color corrector, and yeah, I don't see it, so maybe I should start using it like that. And last but not least, you have the yellow. I included it in this because I do see it a lot in like color correcting palettes. This will help combat any kind of purpley anything, which is why the yellow, of course, is right across from the violet. So if you have any kind of bruising or dark circles, some people, the yellow is enough to cover up dark circles, and that is what they will choose to use. For me, it's not, unfortunately. But if you don't have dark circles like I do, or if you're just looking to cover up any kind of a bruise, this yellow will do the trick. And that is pretty much it. As you can see, the color wheel is essential when figuring out exactly how you're going to cover whatever it is that you want to cover. And then once you have that figured out, it's foolproof. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for the wonderful support and love that I am shown on a weekly basis when I upload my videos and in between. You guys are amazing. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.